Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm your Mother Free, and today I'm back with another Elder Scrolls Online video in Elsweyr. So it has been a while since, or a little while at least, since the last time I played this series, but if I do remember correctly, we did cut off right inside this building. I'm really hoping that this part won't take me 50, or this quest, next quest will take me 55 minutes to complete again. Because I'm not really that patient of a person, but of course there's just one way to find out, and that is to continue the story, of course.
A parley with Euraxia is a capital idea. I'll send word to Rimmon to expect us. I imagine my half-sister will treat us as befits my station and agree to the meeting. Attend to any other matters if you must, then see me when you're ready to leave.
We should come up with a plan for negotiating with Euraxia? Okay.
It just so happens I already have one. It involves distracting my half-sister with wit, charm, and words she barely comprehends. Oh, and you. Euraxia never could resist a pretty face. You'll pretend to be my bodyguard and personal valet.
You want me to be your valet?
Consider it obfuscation to hide your true purpose. We don't want to give Euraxia a reason to react poorly to overtures of reconciliation. Not that I expect to reach an accord, but still. Meet me in Rimmon and we'll enter the palace together.
Okay, I'll meet you in Rimmon.
Go on, go on. I'm capable of traveling to Rimmon on my own. We'll meet up at the city gates and go to the palace from there. I'm relatively certain Euraxia will honor the parley, but be prepared for anything. She's still a Tharn, after all.
Tell me more about your half-sister, Euraxia.
We're not very close, in case I haven't made that abundantly clear. Euraxia is an accomplished mage in her own right. My younger sibling has always been ambitious, but I didn't realize the extent of her aspirations until the Frostfall coup.
The Frostfall coup?
About 6 years ago or so, while Emperor Varen was busy with his rebellion, Euraxia took advantage of the confusion to lead a column of Nibonese mercenaries into northern Elsweyr. She declared herself Queen of Rimmon and its adjacent fiefs.
And everyone just let her do that?
Of course not. The Khajiit called her the Usurper Queen, remember? Once Varen became Emperor, he had other problems to worry about. Same with Queen Irene. As long as the Alliance War occupies her forces, the Khajiit are on their own out here.
Okay, goodbye. And we have to talk to these two. Yep.
This one hates the idea of talking to the Usurper Queen. We should be stabbing her in the neck. Still, Nalado sees the necessity, even if she doesn't like it. Euraxia will almost certainly betray you, so be careful when you face her, yes?
How did Euraxia become Queen of Rimmon?
By marching into Elsweyr with a mercenary army and slaughtering our rightful Khajiiti rulers. Not only did the usurper slay our king and queen, she murdered the rest of the royal family. Her crimes, they swarm around her like flesh flies on dung.
Okay. And the Lord?
A parley with the Usurper Queen. I doubt she'll agree to any sort of diplomatic solution. But it will buy us time to replenish our resources. Very well. Take Tharn and meet with Euraxia. In the meantime, we will rebuild what remains of the militia.
Why do you refer to Euraxia as the Usurper Queen?
She marched into Anequina with a mercenary army and conquered Rimmon. Her forces killed the royal family, and she illegally proclaimed herself queen. That makes her a usurper. I pray I live to see her pay for her crimes.
Okay. Now we have to meet Abner Tarn in Rimmon. I'm guessing that this is gonna be a little ride. Back to Rimmon. Okay, so he was standing right here. Close to the wayshrine, so that's easy.
I expected sorrow and despair. But the situation here goes beyond even my prophetic inklings.
Are you sure? Rimmon looks peaceful to me.
On the surface, yes. But peace through tyranny provides false harmony. Euraxia uses fear and threats of violence to keep the Khajiit in line, making them second-class citizens in their own province. It appalls me to think Euraxia and I are related.
Fear and threats of violence? What do you mean exactly?
It would be better if I showed you. Follow me and I'll demonstrate the true depths of my half-sister's villainy. Her grip on Rimmon is far tighter than it appears.
Alright, show me how Euraxia keeps the Khajiit in line.
Very well. But what I'm about to show you isn't for the faint of heart. Follow me. Have you ever visited a Rimmon workhouse? They treat the Khajiiti workers worse than slaves.
Okay, I'm hoping this tour isn't taking too long, but I find it kind of sad to skip it, so we're just gonna follow him and I will see how long it takes.
It's that building over there. For most of Rimmon's Khajiit, it's the only job available to them. The workhouse serves to snare the poor and the destitute, those who fall behind on their debts. They come here to find employment and earn a decent wage, but the costs deducted to pay for room and board leave them worse off than they were before.
The workhouse accepts only Khajiit workers?
One of the first things Euraxia did after declaring herself queen was to institute tariffs and fines that apply only to Khajiiti citizens. No one else needs the workhouse. A cruel tactic, but effective.
There's nothing the Khajiit can do?
The Rimmon Khajiit? No. Any complaints incur fines for causing a public disturbance or some other inane ordinance. No one wants to risk falling even further into debt. It's ingenious. Monstrous, but ingenious.
It sounds like slavery.
Oh, Euraxia is clever. She pays the Khajiiti, and the workhouse isn't technically a prison. On the surface, it appears to be a place that helps society's unfortunates, but underneath, it's slavery without any of the uncomfortable trappings.
Okay, let's move on then.
Now, let's visit the Rimmon marketplace. Take a look around. Business seems to be thriving, but appearances can be deceiving. It may be hard to see, but the Khajiiti merchants struggle to keep their stalls open, while the less bestial business people rake in the profits. Euraxia would have you believe it's a matter of work ethic, but we know better.
You're saying the Khajiit merchants are treated unfairly?
Unfairly doesn't begin to cover it. Khajiiti merchants must deal with high tariffs, extra inspection fees, costly licenses. Euraxia's squeezing them for every piece of gold imaginable. She even instituted a fur tax.
A fur tax?
On the surface, it seems reasonable to make Khajiiti pay for extra inspections to ensure their fur isn't getting into the products they sell. And while they do shed, it's just another way to discriminate against the rightful citizens of this land.
Okay. Sounds cruel.
Come along. I want to show you the improvements Euraxia made to the palace walls. See the trebuchets? Notice how they're aimed into the city below. See how the siege weapons sit upon the walls? When it comes right down to it, you're looking at the secret of my half-sister's success.
What do you mean with her success?
How else do you think Euraxia maintains order and keeps the Elsweyr defense force at bay? She declared publicly, and has repeated often, that any attempt to liberate Rimmon will see her unleash the full fury of the siege weapons upon the city.
Euraxia will destroy the city?
If Euraxia can't have Rimmon, then neither can anyone else. She'd destroy the city in a heartbeat if she thought she was in danger of losing control. Of course, she tells her non-bestial subjects that only the Khajiiti districts are targeted.
Can they really target the weapons that precisely?
Absolutely not. But the lie makes her supporters feel better. The Khajiit know that even a peaceful protest could result in the destruction of Rimmon. So far, no one has dared to challenge Euraxia's will in this matter, and for good reason.
I think it's time we went and had a talk with Euraxia Tarn.
When we get to the palace, let me do the talking. As the Elder Tharn, I'll demonstrate my dominance over Euraxia and negotiate a cessation of hostilities.
Okay, so now we have to find the throne room ourselves.
Ah, here come Queen Euraxia's guests now.
I don't like the looks of these meddlers. I say we feed them to the dragons and be done with it.
Why is his head floating? I'm confused.
So you're Abner Tharn's bodyguard and valet. Not what I expected. I assume you want to follow your master into the Queen's inner sanctum, huh? I'll allow it. But first, I want to gauge the measure of your marrow.
You're one of Euraxia's necromancers?
I am Queen Euraxia's chief necromancer. You may call me Zumog Foom. The other grave callers answer to me. And this is my familiar and confidant, Sir Cadwell the Betrayer.
Is that Cadwell's head?
Ah, yes. The Betrayer saw you when it looked through the soul-shriven's eyes. The creature you know is a pale shadow of the dark night that once walked these lands. I exhumed his remains and reanimated him. Well, his head, it was all I could find.
Why did you dig up a Cadwell's head?
My actions don't concern you. I just wanted to meet Abner Tharn's lackey and determine if Queen Euraxia had anything to fear. The answer is quite clear. Your insignificance rivals that of the soul-shriven fool, which makes you eminently forgettable.
Now
Okay.
about the rest of my body, O pestilent one.
Your insults won't hasten the process, betrayer.
But there's a terrible draft in what used to be my nether regions.
Okay.
Presenting Abner Tharn, Grand Chancellor and Overlord of Nibene, Imperial Battle Mage of the Elder Council, and Patriarch of the Tharn Dynasty, and his bodyguard.
Ah, half-brother. Your arrival, it's so unexceptional.
Pretending to be a queen
Hush,
isn't-
Abner, you bore me. Bodyguard, you look interesting. Come talk to me.
You heard her. Good luck.
My sources indicated that my half-brother's associate was somewhat taller. Oh well. Now, why in the world should I even consider negotiating with members of the losing side?
We came to warn you. The dragons consider you a puppet and they plan to betray you.
A warning? How thoughtful. You do know that I defeated the Khajiit army and took control of the Rimmon throne? I am no one's puppet, I assure you. But why do you suppose I have anything to do with dragons?
Well, I don't have really much of a choice here, so I should have fixed the persuade and intimidate option, but I didn't. So yeah. A dragon helped the undead your... what? A dragon helped the undead your necromancers unleash on the Khajiit's defense force.
Oh, how precious. I hoped my pompous half-brother would provide an amusement, but this is even better. I have a chamber set aside in the dungeons just for you. We'll play the most interesting games, you and I, until your body gives out.
You agreed to this parley? That means we're here under a truce and are free to leave.
Do not presume to lecture me. I make the rules here, not you or Abner. I have a special relationship with Mulamnir, an understanding. The dragons will secure my hold over Elsweyr, and there's nothing you or my half-brother can do to stop them.
You can't win. We will free Riven and drive you out of Elsweyr.
Enough! Zumog Foom, what news do you bring?
The Desert Wind Adaptorium has fallen. We move against Riverhold on your word.
Then the word is given. Now, half-brother.
Treachery? How could I ever have anticipated this?
Guards, take them to the dungeons.
I think not.
I think not, and I get a loading screen, so I'm guessing we did. Again, too bad I didn't have the intimidate or the other one. I really should have fixed those for once, but I always forget that I am lacking them until I have the chance to use them, and then it's too late, of course, to fix them. So this is what happens when you cannot intimidate anyone or so. So yeah.
Well, I suppose that could have gone better.
Where are we, and how did we get here?
I prepared for Euraxia's probable betrayal. Unfortunately, my teleport spell wasn't quite able to penetrate the palace wards, so we wound up down here, in the palace sewer.
Did you hear what Euraxia said to Zumog Foom?
We heard two things of note. First, Euraxian forces have invaded the Desert Wind Adaptorium for some insidious purpose. And second, my vile half-sister ordered an attack on Riverhold.
We need to warn Gar3.
One thing at a time, my companion, one thing at a time. I need to recover my strength after teleporting us into this skeever hole. I'll need your help to get out of here. Then we can deal with both Desert Wind and Riverhold.
Alright, stay close. I'm guessing we have to go here. Is there some kind of map? Well, let's hope we don't run into any closed door, because I don't really know what to expect down here. Apparently someone is already killing for us, so that's easy. Let's see. Oh, probably have to go in here. And to that side here. Oh. Let's just kill off some of them. Not sure how many I pissed off, but I think we're fine. Oh, those are a bit bigger.
Over there. The queen wants them alive.
And number 2. Okay. Still straightforward. I'm at least hoping that's the way to go. Are there any more enemies right here? Doesn't really look like
The
it.
way out, finally. I can't abide another moment in this stench.
Let's see where we end up. Okay.
Well, that's an experience I won't be adding to my memoirs. We'll separate here. Make it harder for Euraxia's lackeys to follow us.
We failed. The parley was a disaster.
Now. Things actually turned out better than I expected. We know that Euraxia wants something from the Desert Wind Adaptorium, and we know she's about to launch a counter-strike against Riverhold.
There's no way I can be in 2 places at the same time.
That's not exactly true. If my power wasn't depleted... Well, let's not digress. I'll go to Riverhold and warn Garishri. We'll make sure the city is ready for the attack. Meanwhile, you find out what's happening at the Desert Wind Adaptorium.
What is in the Desert Wind Adaptorium, and where do I find it?
Adeptoriums serve the same function as monasteries in other parts of Tamriel. Desert Wind and its adepts follow the order of Jean Kaj. It's west of here, on the northern lip of the scar. Look for a side entrance if the main door is blocked.
Alright, I'll go to the Desert Wind Adeptorium. I'm guessing that's a bit of a ride again, as usual. Yeah, of course. Oh. So I think it's supposed to be in this building. I'm guessing the main entrance is gonna be blocked.
Seal the gates. Let no Uraxian enter this holy place.
There you go. Nope. Find the side entrance. Oh. Okay. That wasn't really what I was planning to do, but fine. Oh, again, not really what I was planning to do so. Okay. Let's hope there isn't more blocking my way. This was a really clumsy way to get to the side entrance. It's supposed to be a delve, apparently. Quickly checking the map. I'm guessing I'm gonna go right. Haven't really been in this delve yet. Or am I not allowed to go right? I can at least not reach that one yet. And of course there's a lot of enemies here. There you go. Okay, so apparently I'm going left after all. I'm guessing that the right way was where we saw the sky shard, so I'm not able to go there. And apparently there's already someone killing and cleaning up the road for me, so hopefully we can get there a bit fast. It is a very long road. Is that one shorter? Who knows, maybe. I'm gonna guess this cave entrance, or whatever I should call it. It's maybe not really a shortcut, but oh well. It didn't really have any enemies. This way. And I'm out of stamina. I'm just gonna save up a bit just to be sure that I have enough to fight. And almost. Where is this entrance? Here it is.
Invaders! This one will not allow you to enter this holy place. You? Zamorak cannot believe that you have joined the Usurper Queen.
I work with Garrus Ree. I heard about the attack on the Adeptorium and came to help.
The Speaker of the Main sent you? This one expected we were on our own, what with the dragons and the battles to the north. Zamorak came down here to seal this path, but now he thinks the Uraxians seek the Grand Adept.
Why would Uraxia's soldiers want the Grand Adept?
Desert Wind holds many Khajiit secrets, and the keeper of those secrets is the Grand Adept. If you truly want to help, follow Zamorak to the Grand Adept's chambers.
Okay. So we enter first.
9 Winds,
there.
no! Get to the door! Go! Save the Grand Adept!
The entire order.
Go! This one will find
like
another way
wheat before a
inside.
blade.
Oh wait, is that a boss? Might as well help them. Oh, that was what I had to do. And go right through here. Okay, maybe I was a bit quick, but oh what?
Help me! Don't let Zumog Foom take my soul!
Sumog Foom, what's happening to you?
Zumog Foom! This is the necromancer's doing. Even in death, I continue to serve.
Why would Sumog Foom do this to you?
He called it a blessing. Said it would protect me. Damn him! He claimed my soul! Please, you must help me. Release me from this curse!
Tell me what you came here for and I will try to set you free.
We came for an ancient secret, protected by the Grand Adept. She put up a good fight, I'll give her that. Zumog Foom seeks the location of the betrayer's body parts. I learned where the dismembered corpse was hidden. Now, please, help me!
Alright, I'll try to set you free.
You are wrong. The secret belongs to me. What the battle mage knew in life, she whispers to me in death. Soon Riverhold will fall, and the betrayer will be restored.
Let the fourth wind open the way. Grand Adept! No! Zamorak has failed. This one was too slow. Again. What has happened here? Who killed the Grand Adept?
One of Euryxia's battle mages. I killed her, but I was too late to save the Grand Adept.
Zamorak thanks you for avenging the Grand Adept. But why did they attack this peaceful adeptorium? Why kill a harmless old student of the Desert Winds?
It is as you expected. They sought one of the Grand Adept's secrets. Unfortunately, they succeeded.
The Usurper Queen made a mistake when she had the Grand Adept killed. Whatever they came to find had an unintended consequence. It has roused the students of the Desert Winds. Zamorak pledges the Adepts to Gareshri's cause. Euraxia will fall.
Then take the Adepts to Riverhold. That's where Euryxius plans to strike next.
We are not many, but we are strong. The Adepts of the Desert Wind will aid the city. Zamorak will see you there, after he makes sure the Grand Adept receives the proper blessings.
Okay. Now we have to travel back to Abnotarn, which I'm also guessing is in the Riverhold. So I will meet you there. Okay, we are back in Riverhold and back at our beginning building. To talk to Abnotarn, of course. Let's see if he is here.
I informed Gareshri and Chimera about what happened in Rimmon. They're mobilizing our remaining forces even as we speak. Now tell me, what did you learn at the Desert Wind Adeptorium?
Euryxians were sent to get information for Sumog Foom. He wants to recover the betrayer's body.
I often wondered who Cadwell was before he became a soul shriven. I know the tales of the betrayer, but I never equated the two. The Cadwell we know is so not that. We'll deal with Zumog Foom after we save Riverhold. Anything else to report?
The surviving Desert Wind Adepts are coming to help defend the city.
Well, that's a bit of welcome news. Many of the Adepts have remarkable martial skills that we could surely make use of. Speaking of which, are you ready to help defend the city?
What do you need me to do?
For now, recover your strength and prepare yourself. Euraxia's forces will arrive soon, and we'll need you ready for the battle to come. And here, take this. Gareshri keeps handing me pouches, but I have little use for Khajiiti gold.
Okay.
Multiple Cadwells, necromancers, dragons. The Euraxians will be here soon, Gareshri.
Then I think I actually am gonna cut off this episode right here. I hope of course that you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please give it a thumbs up. I'm still gonna try and film more of these parts, hoping that they aren't lasting as long as the second one. This one was a okay size, I think. But yeah, if you don't want to miss out on this series, then you can always subscribe to my channel or follow me on Twitter or Instagram. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye bye!